It's just major right here, you know what I'm saying?
Word, man.
You know what
Glad
I'm
we got
saying?
together to do this. You know what I'm talking about?
It's all real.
Everybody, north, south, east, west. You know what I'm
No
saying? We
doubt.
doing this thing right here straight up for hip hop.
What up, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Hip Hop Talking Heads, man. This is your two favorite hip hop talking heads. This is Be More the Point.
No Boogie the Scholar.
And after a long hiatus, bro, we bring y'all another episode of Hip Hop Talking Heads, as I stated previously. Anyway, so man, boy, life been lifing, and Drake can relate because
Oh gosh. Oh,
because
man.
unless you've been living under a rock. I mean, a motherfucking rock. I'm talking about like Flintstones type of rock. You know
Patrick
what I'm saying?
Star.
There you go. That's even better. Oblivious to every fucking thing going on.
Patrick Star hiding under a rock. That's how
You
he
know what
sleeps.
I'm saying? Man, the lawsuits against UMG that had black people rooting for the corporation, rooting for the fucking mega giants, has been dismissed by Judge Vargas. Now, uh, once again, if you have been living under the rock with Patrick Starr, then let me inform you just real quick, try to give a brief synopsis of what the lawsuit was about. Drake sued UMG because he believed that UMG uh, heavily promoted, illegally promoted in some instances, such as by using bots, using payola, help inflated, shall I say, the popularity of Not Like Us. He alleged that the material in Not Like Us was defamatory and just downright hurtful, caused him mental anguish, he said in his legal briefing. And the judge was like, man, stop it, bro. Y'all was both talking shit and y'all was just talking shit. Stop it. So
Hurtful. Like again, they just go back to that interview. Is like he said some mean things that were hurtful. Oh gosh, man.
Judge said, "Yeah, I bet it did hurt your feelings. It's probably gonna hurt your feelings more when I say case dismissed." Sorry. So everybody who claims to be a hip hop head or just a fan of hip hop period, a real fan of hip hop period, celebrated almost unilaterally. In that case, black people were a monolith, and we was all just was like, man, get this shit the fuck up out of here.
I
So
mean, I did see, on Reddit, there's a whole subreddit called Drizzy, and they were in their feelings. They weren't celebrating, they were in their feelings, but I think the rest of us were.
so so let's get to it, bro. My dog. So tell me, what did the dismissal of this lawsuit mean to you?
I mean, we got to be real about it, right? Um, I think the bigger artists have it done for them all the time. I don't
Young,
think that.
in fact, Young Thug said that he did it for Gunna.
Okay, see, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, why, why are you crying? Like, seriously. Um, let this let this be a lesson to you. That's really all I can say about it is just let this be a lesson to you, bro. Like, you know, you got monkey stomped in the midst of the beef. And then after the beef, after 2024, let me say it like that. All the way up to October 2024, I mean, even Kendrick put out a song, what was that, in September, saying I'm gonna watch the party die. It was, alluding to that whole situation, and we saw that 2 months later, there was a reason why, because he surprise dropped an album. Cool. By October 2024, you dropped that law. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You dropped the lawsuit. And it's like, bro, I think there were so many voices that even though it was on the internet, you know, on your phone screen, your tablet screen, your laptop screen, your desktop screen, your TV screen, whatever screen you're looking at, even though it was in print on that screen, it was loud as hell. Everybody was collectively like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Dropping a
Even
lawsuit.
even
And
academics is like, what the fuck is you doing?
from from there, the hilarity ensued. Like when Kendrick Lamar got selected to be the halftime performance at the Super Bowl, there were comments that I will never forget where they were calling him Lawbry, right? Calling him Lawbry and saying Lawbry's gonna sue the whole stadium. And I was just like, that is funny as hell. Because everybody's
Mhm.
gonna be like A minor, and then Drake is gonna be like, yep, everybody sitting in every seat in that stadium, I want to sue them for saying that to me. It's like, bro, like that didn't happen. But the fact that, like you described, he sued UMG and Kendrick Lamar for inflating the numbers for Not Like Us, when all he had to do was just be objective, just take a step back and just look. And the fact that it perhaps there may, I don't know, I'm not at UMG, so I don't know, right? So perhaps there may have been, a couple of bot accounts playing it and replaying it. I don't know, right? But the fact of the matter is, Not Like Us was such a huge, huge, humongous hit, right? That dropped in May 2024. Then he emphasized it with the pop out, Ken and Friends on Juneteenth. Then it was further emphasized with the music video on Independence Day, right? These dates are not hard to remember because they're dates against colonialism, if you will. And
Got
so people were listening to the song. People were listening to the song on repeat. This isn't just one of those songs where it's just, oh, I listened to the song one time and that's it for me. No, people were jamming to that song. And it wasn't just African American people. It definitely was not African American people. Because the people at the Grammys, they were tearing it up. The people at the Super Bowl were tearing it up. And then of course, Kendrick Lamar has his connection with, the Latino community in California. So I'm sure they were, doing their thing to it as well. And then of course, let's not forget about those Reds and those Blues out there in LA dancing to the song, cutting up to it, right?
mm,
Uh Perhaps again, I'm not at UMG. I don't know the inner workings of the music industry because I'm not like, in the music industry like that. So again, maybe they might have had a couple of accounts, playing it and replaying it 24/7. I don't know. But what I do know is the amount of people that I see on the various social media platforms, the amount of people I see with YouTube as a social media platform too, but the amount of people I see on YouTube under the music video itself, the amount of comments it got. I think when the video dropped, didn't we see it like early on, it hit like 1 million views quickly?
yeah, like it jumped to 1 million views like
Exactly.
instantly.
Like I think the day you told me about it, like within a day, it was over 1 million views. Like,
I think it was quicker than that. I thought it was like within the first hour.
hey, it might have been. It might have been. But you know what? Uh, he just has to understand, like, I'm sure, UMG did the same for him, and he might have had like a shadow squad or some shit like that, set up a farm of bots to inflate his music. Again, Drake made hits. He's made hits over time. The battle arena is not where it's at for him. And so he just needs to step away from that, go back to making, like LL Cool J said in a recent interview, make hits. Go back to making hits, right? People loved your music. They love your music, just not in the battle arena. Just let's not do that, right? Because that was like that lawsuit. Him filing that lawsuit was like a big ass crash out over nothing, right? And speaking of crash outs, let me segue a little forward into this year. As a matter of fact, a couple of days ago, Nicki Minaj was former
Woo,
papermate.
mean crash out.
Like that was instant, wasn't it? Like, all right, no more album. We're done. We're done here. It's like, what?
And I'm like, yo, cuz, bro, like, bro, life has not been the same ever since Cardi B said that your son's favorite color is five. I was,
I'm sorry, I was drinking something and I spit it up.
yo,
My bad. Oh my
like,
God.
life has
Drink all
not
over my
been good
phone.
for her. I was like, that's the one thing in life, boy, you just don't do it, boy, because Cardi B just seemed to have them for days and don't really seem like she be caring. So I'm like, yo, cuz I probably would have crashed out too. Like, oh my fucking gosh, because now this shit is a meme. It's a meme.
Oh
So
man.
I was like, God damn, your son's favorite color is five, bro. Like it was when I saw it, it broke my brain for a bit. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then when people was thinking, it was saying exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, so she really calling that boy stupid, stupid.
Now I'm not, connecting any dots, to say everything is connected, right? But it seems like the Young Money grouping has just not done well in 2025, right? Can we say that? Like the lawsuit being dismissed, that was in the last couple of days. Nicki Minaj crashing out, that was in the last couple of days. Was it a month or two ago? Lil Wayne dropped the Carter Six, and what I saw, I don't know if you've seen this on the interwebs, but I was seeing that they were calling that shit butt.
Bro, them boys just like, what? I mean, like there was people like really like, what the fuck is this? Like that shit came and went so fucking fast. I was like, oh, okay, damn.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like your top three from Young Money just they haven't been doing well this year. I think honestly, I feel like with Lil Wayne, um, he might still love doing music, right? But I feel like might be time for him to hang it up, hang the microphone up. I just feel like when he like I didn't listen. I honestly didn't listen to even the Carter Five. I listened. The last Carter I listened to was four. I'm not even saying I was a huge Lil Wayne fan. I mean, I was a fan of his when he was with, Cash Money in his youth, like the Hot Boys days. And even right after that, you know, um, when he dropped the Carter, I was a fan of his, Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3. Carter 4, I was like, stretching it now. And like I said, I feel like 6 was fan service. Um, I'm looking at this quote of his from an interview in 2014, excuse me, with Double XL, um, where he said, I was feeling the success of the Carter 1. I felt like people wanted to hear me. I was amped to do that, but then the Carter 3, I don't know what happened. It was amazing. And then the Carter 4 was just unexplainable. And now this one here, there are no words. I just hope everyone likes it. I'm always feeling like I ain't done shit. I'm still nervous about the Carter 5, but I'm confident about what I do, though I'm still nervous about what people think. And I think with that quote, that's where I feel like he started doing the fan service for them. Um, I know there are people who absolutely love the Carters 1 through 5. Well, specifically 4 and 5. 6, because it was what, a 7-year gap? Yeah, 7-year gap, 2018 to 2025. Not only was it a 7-year gap, but Lil Wayne was also 7 years older. He's aged out, and we all know about uh his what's the word I'm looking for? Uh he likes that purple Sprite.
There
Okay.
you go. That great.
So,
I want that purple stuff.
yeah, so he likes that purple Sprite, and he still likes his marijuana. Um and even he admitted, like, I think it was earlier this year, he admitted that he has forgotten a lot of his lyrics from the past. Um, which is unfortunate. I guess he would have to like sit down and study his lyrics and to be able to perform them. I gotta ask my homeboy, well, how far back did Wayne perform at that concert? Um, but yeah, like for him to say that the album was, but for me to be on X and seeing people saying, what is this? This album is not good. Like I saw that on X. Um, it just feels like Wayne has fallen off and maybe he doesn't realize it. So I just feel like it might be time for him to hang up his mic, you know? So the Young Money veterans, man, they haven't done well in 2025, especially in the last, well, we'll say the second half of the year. 'Cause look at
Yeah,
it.
it's
June
been
6th.
rough.
Yeah, June 6th. Good.
It has been rough, man. For me, I thought the lawsuit was frivolous in the first place because I was like, listen, you have to know this was probably the biggest rap beef in the history of rap beef. You had literally the two biggest stars of this era going at it in the social media age. Then what proceeded to happen, and even though everybody was excited, Kendrick dropped and dropped again on Friday, then dropped on Fam. Then that night set precedent that
Mhm.
will never be once again reached. With Family Matters being dropped and then Meet the Grams being dropped again. That that 40-45 minute span of time just had the entire country's eyes locked on that battle. So
If I may,
whoever,
if I may, really quickly, you're not
Mhm.
lying because one evening I was with my lady and we were taking a walk through my neighborhood, and we were walking in they're called alleys, but it's like just a little drive path behind the houses because my driveway is behind my house. And
right,
so we were in a little drive path walking to get to one of the streets. And I heard these three cats in this one garage a few houses up the block talking about talking about the beef, like in the garage. And I think I think you had called me and said Kendrick dropped, and it was probably just as we were leaving the house to go for a walk. So when she and I passed, those dudes' house, we got a little bit past it, and because I heard what they were, talking about, I simply, with a raised voice, said, "Kendrick dropped." The boys ran in the house. They ran in the house. They ran in the house. I heard them run, and I like how you can hear a garage door open, like the door from in the house going into the garage. I heard that open and shut quickly. They As soon as Kendrick dropped, they ran in the house.
Bro, like it was like no matter who dropped, that shit was going to get the entire country's ear because again, hip hop was the number one genre in America. Everybody knew who Drake was. Everybody knew who Kendrick was. No matter which one of them two dropped, it was going to be big. It just so happened because of what happened the previous night, the words Kendrick dropped became like the two. It had to become something trending or just the scariest words on the planet at that time. Hey, Kendrick dropped.
Oh no, they definitely were. They were on X, and it was one of the trending phrases. Kendrick dropped.
So not only did Kendrick dropped a banger. So it's like I can kind of understand how Drake is like, man, this seems bigger than it should be. But it was like, but bro, the moment was humongous. Kendrick took it and ran with it, where you didn't. You literally, in your own words, went on vacation. Kendrick was like, nah, bitch, I'm working. And by the time you finally got back around to it, you let that shit fester for a day. That shit ran up millions of views so fucking fast, not because of bots, but because people wanted to know what the hell was being said by Kendrick next.
Mhm.
Because they thought that was it. Meet the Grams was it. That was your, and they hear that, nah, bitch, I'm coming right back. It's like, what? This is wild. Everybody was going to tune in, no matter what. An ungodly amount of people were going to tune in just because of the precedent that Kendrick set. And I felt like Drake kind of understood that. So when he sat there and you know everything else happens, he drops the lawsuit. I was really upset because I'm like, bro, you act as if you say, okay, these are defaming lyrics. They're calling me a pedophile
Mhm.
out of nowhere. And
Mm-mm.
it's like, okay, well, let me stop you right there. They're not out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Notice that Kendrick didn't call you gay. Well, he hinted at it.
Nah.
He didn't outright come out and say, yo, man, he be fucking dudes in the ass and he be sucking dick and all this shit. Because there's nothing at all sitting there indicating that that is even remotely true. But there is video out there of you sitting there feeling up on some girl's breast or loving the way her breast feels against your chest. Looking at a 17-year-old say, damn, you thick. Texting a 14-year-old girl, I miss you. There's video of that. That's on record. It didn't come out of nowhere. People have been thinking that about you for years.
Years.
That you're weird, that you kind of creepy. So I was like, I don't know. I don't really think he's reading the room. I don't think he's reading the crowd.
Mm-mm.
That the crowd was like, oh, like that is what one of the things that Kendrick talked about when he was like, you're not understanding Black culture, Black American culture. Let me, because we talk shit about one another. Sometimes we go hard. And you know, it's just that's what we do. Some of the shit that we say about each other, even when we playing the dozens, when we talking that shit, some of it might be true, but we talking shit. It's like, man, bro, that's why your sister ugly and don't nobody want to fuck her. The truth is, your sister is ugly. This not a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, that's what we do when we talking shit in Black American culture. It's a lot of hyperbole. And like I mentioned in the previous episode, of the podcast. Please go check that out. By the way, the trouble with lawsuits. So, like I said, I don't even truly believe that Drake truly thinks that anybody actually thinks he's a pedophile. I truly just think that he was hurt because it was like, I can't believe this motherfucker got one off. Like, I can't believe that he actually got a smash hit off on me, Drake. I'm the
I'm the
biggest
one who makes hits, not him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me, motherfucker, you got this off on me? Like, nah, something got to be rigged. Nah, y'all got to be fighting. This can't be right. This cannot be right. That the entire world is clowning me. Nah, y'all inflated this with some shit.
Mhm.
Y'all did something stupid. Nah, it's got to be bots. It's got to be something else. Because it can't be that him of all people beat me. The motherfucker who never kissed my ass. The motherfucker who never let me big bro him. The motherfucker who always sat there and always turned up the stank nose every time I tried to congratulate him or give us some kind of props. That motherfucker is the one who beat me. Nah. So when the lawsuit was dismissed, I was like, thank you, Judge. Thank you. Thank you for telling somebody that, you know what? Just because you got your feelings hurt does not mean that you can take legal action. That yes, you should be able, when somebody sits there and calls you a wife beater, you have every right to sit there and point out whatever flaw you can find. If you don't want stones thrown at you, please don't give the stones to the other person. You threw the rocks first. The rocks you threw, he picked them up and then threw them right back at you. And you got upset. So I thought it was a glorious day for hip hop and for free speech. That, bro, you lost the battle. I truly believe that everybody would have forgot about it earlier this year because collectively, the attention span of people nowadays is so short that everybody would have just moved the fuck on. Everybody would have just moved on.
Yeah.
But the problem was he did.
Oh man, oh gosh, it's like the analogy. It's like the analogy somebody said, where it was a fight in the playground, he got dusted off, and when after he got dusted off, everybody left the area, and he stood up and wanted a round too.
I want more. It's like my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, somebody said, dude, you are turning Not Like Us into the most legendary diss track of all time. You did it, not Kendrick. You did it. You legitimately yourself turned a diss song about you into the most legendary diss track of all time. Because me being a hip hop head, I personally don't think that I didn't think that Not Like Us was the most legendary and eviscerating diss track of all time. I didn't see it that way. But now I have to admit that it is the most legendary diss track of all time.
Yeah.
Even above, to me, what I think is the most damaging diss track of all time, No Vaseline.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most eviscerated diss track I have ever heard. But it's like Drake was like, shit, dang, watch this.
I
Once
got
again,
you.
yeah,
got
you know.
you. Listen.
Like, God damn, like, yo, like he literally did the Kanye. And yo, Doc, I got you. I'm like, bro, man, like, dude, like, let it go. LIG that shit, bro. Drop some good music because we know you can. Am I going to be listening? No. But I can't deny the fact that you can drop good music, man.
He has his audience. He does have his audience. And they will eat it up. They will consume it and he'll be all right with
The
those numbers.
casual listener will eat that shit up. You'll be fine. But again, I truly think that his ego was hurt. Because it would, and I truly think like if it was somebody like Pusha T, who may not like us, it wouldn't have bothered him so much. It was the fact that it was Kendrick who did it that just ate him up inside. And
Not
then
only
on
that,
top,
not only that, man, but it's just the lack of understanding. I'm sorry, I gotta say this again. It's the lack of understanding control in 2013. 2024 never happens. 2024 never happens. Thankfully, it did, but it never happens if Drake understood the control verse. Simple as that. Simple as that. Stevie Wonder's blind self could see that if Drake didn't take such offense to the control verse, oh, he said such mean things in that song. Whatever.
bro, oh, this still makes me
Cringe,
crazy.
right? Huh? But yeah, if he understood exactly what was going on with that verse, 2024 never happens, right? And unfortunately, I gotta call him out too. The Drake stands, you know, they didn't understand. They seemingly didn't understand what went down with it as well. And they seem to just like take everything over time, which don't get it twisted. Once Kendrick Lamar saw how offended Drake was after the control verse, that was it. That was the target, the bullseye on Drake's back for Kendrick Lamar. The was it the 2014 BET Hip Hop Cipher? Was another direct call out. Probably the first true direct call out from Kendrick Lamar to Drake. The call out on control was not it though. Like it it just doesn't make any sense to me how you've been in the game, as far as I know, from like the early to mid 2000s, and you get that far in the game and think that this man is really trying to hurt you in some way, shape, or form, or saying some mean things, right? When all he said is, "I love all of you. I'm just trying to murder you." And not literally. Let's elevate the game of hip hop. Bring your best. And I'm gonna bring my best. And we're gonna elevate hip hop again. But he just could not grasp that from 2013. Could not. And as you said, now his feelings get hurt, which his feelings were already hurt, but Kendrick had to put a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. But
Yup.
excuse me, 2024 happened as a result. And here he goes with that lawsuit. I don't know if you saw it across social media, but I know I did. Circling back to earlier when everybody was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Why are you filing this lawsuit? What's your purpose behind it? You think it's bots? You think it's bots that are inflating these? No, motherfucker. The motherfucker he did the shit. He performed the bitch 5 times. Five times at the pop out in a row. And then the instrumental played a 6th time behind it. to close the show. And guess what? The 20,000 people or so that was in that audience enjoyed it each and every single time. So it never made sense for him to use that as his foundation for the lawsuit. And again, like you said, good day for hip hop and gratitude to the judge that was like, man, your legal team sucks. That's basically what the judge said.
Dog, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, your legal team simply just wanted to get money out you. You need to fire them. The fact that they coerced you and duped you into filing an appeal is hilarious to me. Because, bro, like, there's nothing. It was funny because over your ball from the Ball of Rory podcast, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe there's some evidence that that Drake has against UMG of their wrongdoing, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to go to another level. No, the fuck it's not. It's staying right here. It's just getting peer reviewed. That's all that's happening. And if you had any evidence that supported your claims against UMG, dumbass, why didn't you put it out there the first fucking time?
Right. There's something called discovery.
Jesus, it's like, bro, y'all just don't be thinking. And like, Drake, bro, oh my God. Like, because if you lose again, this is another year and a half that Not Like Us is just going to remain supreme. It's like, God damn, it's going to be 2 years straight of A minor.
This shit, at this point, this shit is a horror movie for him.
And it's like, bro, all you had to do was drop some good music. And we would have forgot about Not Like Us. I mean, the night for hip hop heads and people who love hip hop, that night will never be forgotten. But for the general public, man, shit, they would have moved the fuck on so fast. But you was over here like, nah, let me sue. I lost. Nah, let me appeal. What? Like, my dog, like, this is just terrible.
This is
Like,
unusual.
like this, like, nah, bro. You just like learn to take an L. Learn to take an L.
That's
Learn to
probably
take
what's
it.
happened to him over the years is he hasn't done so. And when it finally happened, it was more like, what? Now he's shell shocked all of a sudden and trying to get everybody back on his side.
You can't be trying to get everybody back on the side. Filing an appeal, and you got Maul out here thinking that it's going to a higher level. No, the fuck it's not. Again, all an appeal is a peer review. That's it. Hey, could you look at this and see if the judge missed anything? See if the judge actually got that right, if she carefully reviewed everything or fairly reviewed everything. That's it. It's just peer review. And it's like, man, bro, like y'all got to get out of y'all delusion. Move on. You lost, and just be like, you know what, man? Hey, let's just do everything we can to just make this next album just as big as it can be.
Mm-hmm.
Because as Joe Budden would say, man, slaps fix everything. Gunna was a rat for all of a year and some change.
Mm-hmm.
That boy dropped the banger, and the next thing you know what? Actually, his music is not that bad. Man, go ahead, Gunna. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this album. The dude who was sitting there and going on to call Gunna a rap parade, his album tanked. It's like, bro, just make good music. People will forget. I promise you, people will forget. And the people almost forgot when he dropped Nokia. Nokia, my bad. The people almost forgot when he dropped Nokia, but they couldn't because the lawsuit was still looming in the back.
Yeah, but at the same time, people also remembered, well, they forgot to forget when he dropped What Did I Miss?
Oh yeah, and that shit would have went off too.
The fucking point. That's what you missed, Drake. The damn point. Stop it. Just stop. Like what how did Michael Jordan say back in the 80s? Just stop. Get some help.
Stop. Get some help.
Oh man, what
So,
did he tell you?
man, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, honestly, like, there's nothing more. Like, if you were into hip hop, you know what done happened. You done saw every legalese breakdown of it. Man, Justin Hunt, the company man, has a tremendous breakdown of the lawsuit and everything that it states, and how Judge Vargas pretty much was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Drake. Your legal team didn't prove any fucking thing. They didn't prove a fucking thing. So, it is almost like even in dismissing this case, Judge Vargas is trying to do him a favor. And like, listen, your legal team didn't prove anything, nothing. Think about
Be
that.
real with you, son. I'm gonna be real with you, son. Be real, son.
Be real, son. They ain't prove shit. They bilking you. These motherfuckers is trying to bilk you, son. Just like, damn, cuz.
Oh
Like,
gosh, man. Oh man.
you know what I'm saying? Word to everything we love, we coming to sue you too. But
Oh gosh.
it's like I said again, company man Justin Hunt has a great breakdown on it. There was nothing more we could add. We just wanted to give our thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? After everything done settled down, the appeal, he's going to file his appeal. He's going to do what he's going to do. Most likely, he's going to take yet another L. Most likely, the legacy of Not Like Us will be just mythical. They're probably going to release a documentary on it. And yeah, man. So, and once again, the most ironic thing about Not Like Us is the person that was being dissed is the one who made it bigger than anything that has happened in rap history for quite some time. Like, how do you do that? How do you make the diss song about you so monumentally big and mythic?
Yeah.
I will never know. Hopefully, I will never know. Because I hope if I take a public L, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, they got it. You got it.
It's the fact. It's the way you said that. Hopefully, if I ever take a public.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like it's a public L, and I hope that if I ever have to take a public L that big, then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you got it. There ain't shit I can do about this.
Yeah.
I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I learn from this situation and I move on.
That's exactly what he needs to do. That's what I said earlier. Just this is a lesson to be learned, bro. Just make your good music that you made over the years, you know, get your Grammys, get your billboards, all that stuff. You still ain't dropped nothing to get a Pulitzer though. So I'm gonna still hold that over his head.
Yep.
With some Drake fans, if they throughout over the course of the beef, they was like, yeah, Drake got 200 bajillion platinum hits and all that jazz. Kendrick only got 25 and all that jazz. And I was just like, okay, well, Pulitzer Prize. Talk when he gets a Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer Prize for a whole album is damn impressive. And I don't know if Drake can put out an album like Damn to get a Pulitzer Prize.
Honestly, he should have got it for To Pimp a Butterfly, but that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, with that being said, man, you got any more thoughts on this situation, my dog?
No, I mean, you know, um, Like you said, Drake is gonna do what Drake is gonna do, and we, the hip hop audience, are going to see the results of him doing what he does. You know, I do wish the brother well as far as his music goes, but the lawsuit, just the filing of the lawsuit was an L. I'm sorry, I gotta say that. Just the filing of the lawsuit was an L. And hopefully he can get back on track. You know, doing what he was doing before 2024, putting out the hits, and hopefully not saying some of the things that you addressed earlier with, you know, the PDF file allegations. So, you know, if he can move past those two things, stop, you know, texting underage girls and feeling up underage girls on stage and all that jazz, and then just put out hits, he'll be all right. He will absolutely be all right. And for anybody who's listening who gets mad at me saying that, just there's video of him tongue kissing a girl on stage, saying exactly what Be the Poet said earlier. I like the way your chest feels against mine. Okay, like there's video out there. It's actually out there. This was well before the whole AI movement. This ain't some stuff that was just made up. I'm not making this up. I'm not slandering or libel, you know, doing libel against the guy. It's out there. It's him actually doing it, right? So before y'all want to jump on a lawsuit bandwagon and try to come for us, stop. Take your mouth off the balls for a second and get the salt out of your mouth and just look it up. You can find it. It's on the internet. All right, rant over.
Damn, we're gonna get sued next. So
My bad, man. My bad. I'm sorry, man. But, no, because they be out there doing that foolishness, man. They'll defend Drake to the end of the damn earth, like he paying them or something, and then they get mad and all that jazz. And oh man, you talking trash about Drake? This, that. Get the balls out. Get his balls out your mouth first and foremost.
well, with that being said, I wish the brother good luck on his music. I wish the brother good luck in life. Not Like Us will be the most talked about diss song for the rest of eternity. And to his lawyers, man, bro, I wish I had somebody to give me money the way y'all got him to give y'all.
Oh man.
College tuition on him.
Facts.
With that being said, we bid y'all adieu till the next time, man, from your two favorite hip-hop talking heads. Peace.
I'm the master that masturbated on your favorite MC until the industry had wanted me assassinated. You either corny or an opportunist. I let you eat, now go back to church and steal breakfast at communion. What are we doing? I'm about to crack the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, and nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof, your shots will never penetrate.